I have just finished the 10-day Vipassana course in Pomona, Sunshine Coast, and it was a really interesting experience. It was amazing. So for me, firstly, I didn't find it that difficult because I'm used to having 2 kids, raising them, you know, without a break. So there was no cooking, no cleaning, no school run, no making lunches, no after school, no working, no traffic, like nothing. It was just basically 10 days where you wake up and the whole time is for yourself to, you know, to meditate, and you learn a technique. The first 3 days is breathing, basically following your respiration, and you've got this crazy monkey brain where you have so many thoughts going through and it's really difficult, and you last a couple of seconds or 30 seconds, and then a thought will come in, and then let it pass and come back to your breath, come back to your breath. So it really did take about 3 days actually, you know, coming back to the breath, and then around your nostrils, thinking about, you know, how the breath feels, the sensation through your nostrils. Is it cold? Is it warm? Which nostrils are going through? And then starting to feel little sensations just underneath, above your top lip and under your nose. Then you start to feel little kind of, I felt like prickles or tingles or little tiny sensations. But honestly, it did take those 3 days to kind of just clear my brain from all of the clutter and the thinking and just all the thoughts that you have piled in and everyone pulling you, and to kind of unpack it. And then we got to the actual method of meditation, Vipassana, on day 4. I think that started, and that was, we were ready for that. So I was like, okay, let's move on now, I want something else. So then, you know, we got onto the actual technique in itself, and we did need that first to be ready for it. And so, you know, it makes sense. So it's working with the sensations in your body. And so basically it's, you know, going through your body, and when you feel a type of sensation, not reacting to it. So if you feel an itch or something, not reacting to the itch, or a pain in your back, not, you know, reacting to that pain, remaining with a balanced mind without any aversion, like, no, I don't like that. Then if you have a good feeling or sensation, not reacting with, oh, I like that, can I have more of that? So that's basically what it is. And yeah, and then I found by then I could actually meditate. I wasn't having different thoughts come in. I could pretty much last maybe the whole hour without, or at least 20 minutes, then another 20 minutes without thoughts coming in. So yeah, and then there was the 10 days. So when it comes, if you're thinking about what is it actually like, or what is the accommodation like, the accommodation was private. We had our own bed with a divider in between, so that was really nice. And a shared bathroom. Some people had ensuite rooms. The food was delicious. So we had breakfast at 6:30 and lunch at 11, and then no dinner. So just fruit for dinner and tea, a cup of tea at, what time was that? 5, at 5 o'clock. So breakfast 6:30, lunch at 11, and then 5 o'clock some fruit. So I was like, oh, that, but you're not actually hungry because you're not really doing a lot of exercise. So that's the food schedule, delicious vegetarian food. And the schedule is 4 a.m. bell, 4:30 to 6:30 you can meditate in the hall or your room. I often stayed in my nice bed with an electric blanket and kind of, you know, relaxed there. And then you have the breakfast. Then after breakfast you pretty much get up for the 8 to 9 a.m. group meditation in the hall. So there's 3 group sittings from 8 to 9, 2:30 to 3:30, and 6 to 7. And then after the 6 to 7 one, there's also a discourse, which is a video from Goneka, who brought Vipassana to the world internationally, really. So he talks about the technique and how to practice it and apply it. So that's on, and then you finish at 9, go back to your room, and you're really tired because you've been actually working. You know, meditating is hard work. Really is hard work. So then you're quite tired, and then, you know, you sleep and then wake up in the morning again, and that's the routine. The lunch break is from 11 till 1, so you can eat lunch and then walk around the walking track. That's where I am. No exercise is allowed, pretty much, just to keep your mind really just on your mind, so not getting distracted with your physical body or physical exertion or, you know, that sort of thing. So it was like, oh, how amazing is this? You get the food cooked and made for you, no cleaning up, you don't even have to exercise, you get like so much rest, or, you know, restorative meditative time. So I thought it was really amazing. By day 9, that was probably the hardest for me, because I was, it's so repetitive. Okay, I get it, quantumist mind, blah blah, you know, go through awareness. Yeah, so that was pretty much on day 9. But then the next day we were able to talk, because you can talk on day 10, and then we leave today, day 11, in the morning. So yeah, so it pretty much wrapped up really quick at the right time for me. And if you're thinking of going, I strongly recommend it. I think it's great if you can get the 10 days off, or you should make yourself get the 10 days off, and just learn the technique, learn the practice, and you'll be able to use it and apply it, and yeah, in your life. And they also have kids classes. Caleb went on the kids class, that's from 8 to 12-year-olds, and that's an overnight, so that's really good. And they also have teens. If you're wondering about the cost, it's by donation. So after the course, you can donate what you're able to donate, and that helps the next students come. So yeah, fabulous experience. Hope you do come and do it one day. And yeah, ask me any questions if you like. I'm happy to answer. And thank you for watching. Bye.